Japan has more Michelin star restaurants than anywhere else on earth. But here's the thing, most locals aren't dining at those $300 omakase counters or splashing out on a 12-course kaiseki dinner every week. So where are they eating? What if I told you that the real Japanese food culture lives in places most tourists never even look? Today we are stepping into the everyday restaurants of Japan, where families, students and salarymen gather for good food, great value and unique local atmosphere. From sizzling steaks to conveyor belt sushi, these are the local go-to eats. And yes, in some of them you can get an incredible meal for less than $5. Stick around to the end and I'll give you my top 3 favorites. First up, Big Boy. If you've driven through Japan, you'd probably seen the smiling running man logo of Big Boy. But step inside and you'll quickly see why this chain has become beloved by locals since its arrival from the US in the 1970s. The star of the show, Hambagu, a Japanese-style hamburger steak, juicy, tender and sizzling on a cast iron plate. And here's the fun part, you also get a mini cast iron grill so you can keep cooking it to your liking right at the table. Pair that with an all-you-can-eat soup and salad bar with options like minestrone or creamy corn soup. And it's comfort food heaven. A fun fact is, while Big Boy started in the US, the Japanese branches evolved into their own menu and style, becoming almost a separate brand. But if you're in the mood for something a little more Italian at a price that will blow your mind, our next stop will surprise you. Saizeriya. If you thought Japanese food scene was all about sushi and ramen, think again. Welcome to Saizeriya, the Italian restaurant chain that has mastered the art of budget dining without skimping on flavor. Saizeriya started in the 1960s as a small family-run Italian eatery in Chiba. The founder, Yoshihiko Shugagi, wanted to make the Western-style dining affordable for Japanese families. And boy, did he succeed. Today, there are over 1,000 locations across Japan, and they all follow one golden rule. Serve generous portions at a price that makes your wallet smile. And here's the kicker. You can get a glass of wine for about $1. Yes, $1. Or have a whole bottle for less than $10. This isn't just dinner, it's a budget-friendly mini escape to Italy. The menu is a comfort food treasure chest. Think freshly baked focaccia, crispy chicken wings, steamy bowl of minestrone or French onion soup, complete with a huge garlic crouton floating on top like a delicious crown, bubbling cheese Milanese doria. This is a creamy rice bake topped with cheese and golden breadcrumbs, and pizza for less than $5. And let's not forget the mixed grill for when you just can't decide between beef, chicken or sausage. Families come here for easy weekday dinners. Students come for study fuel, and salarymen just drop past to get a cheap wine after work. And the best part is you can leave stuffed and happy for less than the price of a fancy coffee in New York. Next up, we are diving into Japanese curry chain that's turned choosing your own adventure into an art form. Curry House, CoCo Ichiban. If curry is a comfort food, then CoCo Ichiban is like a warm hug from an old friend, except you get to decide exactly how the hug feels. CoCo Ichiban, or simply CoCo Ichi, began in Nagoya in 1978 with a simple idea: give diners a total control over their curry. The first thing you'll notice is the seating. Just a tight, cozy counter, no tables, making it perfect for the solo diner or a quick lunch. You order from a tablet, scrolling through the dizzying range of options: katsu curry, seafood curry, vegetable curry, omelette curry, the list goes on. You choose your rice portion from small to, are you sure you can finish that? Pick your spice level from mild to mouth melting, and then add toppings like crispy pork, menchikatsu, cheese, or even fried shrimp. On the counter, you'll find flasks of cold water and a jar of pickles, all self-serve. And when your order arrives, it's piping hot, rich and aromatic, with perfect balance of sweetness and spice, just what makes a Japanese curry so addictive. Now, from custom curries to classic beef bowls, we're heading to our next chain that has been fueling Japan for over a century: Yoshinoya. If Japan had a national fast food comfort dish, it would be the beef bowl, or gyudon might just take that crown. Yoshinoya has been serving them up for longer than most people have been alive. Yoshinoya's story starts back in 1899 at Tokyo's Nihonbashi Fish Market. A small family store started serving steaming bowls of thinly sliced beef, simmering in soy sauce, mirin, and onions over a bed of fluffy rice. It was quick, filling, and cheap, perfect for hungry market workers. Fast forward to today, and Yoshinoya has over 2,000 locations worldwide, but the soul of that original dish hasn't changed. Inside you'll find a small but cozy space, often just with some counter seating, and the air filled with the savory scent of beef simmering in broth. The menu is focused on what they do best: beef bowls, but you can also grab a ramen, grilled beef cooked over an open flame, as a set menu with miso soup and pickles. Wash it down with a simple soy-based drink, a soju and soda, or beer, and you have a meal that is hearty, quick, and easy on the wallet. For many locals, Yoshinoya is nostalgia in a bowl. It's the kind of place you stop in after work, before catching a train, or when you just need a taste of home. Up next, we're switching gears to something crispy, indulgent, and dangerously addictive: Gyukatsu Motomura. Imagine the perfect steak, now coated in golden breadcrumbs, deep fried until it's crispy, and serve it rare. Welcome to Gyukatsu Motomura, where beef katsu dreams come true. Gyukatsu, or beef cutlets, is a relatively new twist on Japan's love affair with katsu dishes, which usually feature pork or chicken. Well, here's the magic. The beef is lightly fried so it stays tender and pink inside, then served with its own mini cast iron grill at the table. You can then sear each bite to your exact liking, from rare to well done, right before eating. On the side, you'll get a mound of shredded cabbage, steaming miso soup, barley rice, wasabi soy sauce, and pickles. And to finish, a soft, delicate warabi mochi, lightly dusted with kanako powder, that is as refreshing as it is satisfying. Gyukatsu Motomura is a small but almost secretive feel, with a compact seating and aroma of sizzling beef filling the air. It's indulgent, it's interactive, and a little theatrical. A kind of meal that sticks in your memory long after the last bite. From sizzling beef, we go to sushi on a conveyor belt. Let's move to one of Japan's most entertaining dining experiences: Kura Sushi. Some of the restaurants serve food, others serve fun. Kura Sushi manages to do both, and it does it with a robot, prizes, and plates of sushi that cost less than a morning latte. Kura Sushi started in Osaka in 1977, and today it's a tech-driven sushi chain with over 500 locations in Japan. The setup is simple. Sit down at a booth, Watch the conveyor belt glide past you with colourful plates of sushi and grab whatever catches your eye. Prices are low, often 100 yen per plate, and the varieties are endless, from classic salmon nigiri to adventurous items like seared beef sushi or even crispy tempura rolls. The real fun comes when you return your empty plates into a slot at your table. Every 5 plates, the screen above you plays a short animated game. Win, and you get a small capsule toy from the prize machine overhead. It's part dining, part arcade, and completely addictive. Of course, you can also order directly from the touchscreen for made-to-order sushi, desserts, and even ramen. And with its cheerful, family-friendly vibe, Kura Sushi is popular with groups of friends as it is with families and solo diners. Speaking of unexpected menus, our next stop is a burger joint with a Japanese twist, Wendy's First Kitchen. You might think that you know Wendy's, but think again. In Japan, this American burger chain has gone off script, and the results are deliciously surprising. Wendy's First Kitchen is a hybrid concept born out of Wendy's partnerships with Japan's First Kitchen fast food chain. The result, a menu that blends classic American burgers, Japanese-style sides, pasta dishes, and desserts. Yes, you can still get a classic Wendy's burger, but you might swap out the bun for a soft, fluffy rice patty and add some toppings like teriyaki sauce, fried shrimp, or even wasabi mayonnaise. And the fries, choose from toppings like cheese and bacon, spicy cod roe, and even matcha sugar. My absolute favorite, the melon float. Everything is playful, slightly unexpected, and a reminder that Japan has a knack of taking international brands and making it entirely their own. Next up, Moss Burger. Founded in 1972, Moss Burger is Japan's proud answer to the global fast food landscape. Burgers are unique with teriyaki chicken, shrimp cutlets, and their famous rice burger, grilled rice patties instead of buns. Of course, they still do classics like cheeseburgers too. A fun fact is, Moss Burger stands for Mountain, Ocean, and Sun, the founders' philosophy of bringing nature and nourishment together. Another highlight is their chili dog and a spicy Japanese take on their American favorite. Okay, maybe you're after something sweet. The next chain has been a morning staple in Japan for decades. Mr. Donut. Imported from the US in the 1970s, but now a Japanese icon. Mr. Donut is famous for its chewy, pondering donuts. Soft, airy, and bouncy. They come in endless flavors alongside a cup of coffee or tea. Fun fact is, Mr. Donut collaborates with Pokemon each year, releasing limited edition donuts and merchandise that sells out quick. And if you're hungry for more than just the sweets, they have a savory, curry-filled donut that is a quirky surprise. And if you're craving something warm and comforting, our next stop will hit the spot. 551 Horai. If you've ever been to Osaka, you probably smelt 551 Horai before you've even seen it. That unmistakable aroma. It's the legendary pork buns steaming away behind the counter. Founded in 1945, 551 Horai began as a small food stand in the post-war Osaka, serving Chinese-style steamed pork buns that quickly became a regional obsession. Today, it's a Kansai icon with long lines at train stations, department store, food halls, and street-side shops. Their signature pork buns are huge, pillowy white dough encased juicy, seasoned pork filling, made fresh daily and steaming right on site. They're hearty enough to be a meal on their own, but locals also grab packs to take home or bring as gifts. And it's not just buns. 551's menu features juicy shumai, spring rolls, and hearty Chinese-style soups. Here's the fun part. In Osaka, People joke that they can tell that somebody's been to 551 by the smell of their shopping bag. The buns are so aromatic that your train carriage will know that you bought some before you've even sat down. From fluffy buns, let's move on to something crispy, golden, and maybe just a little dangerous. Kushikatsu Damura. Osaka's unofficial motto might as well be, if you can put it on a stick, we can deep fry it. And at Kushikatsu Damura, they take this mission seriously. Kushikatsu is skewers of meat, seafood, and vegetables, battered and deep fried. It's an Osaka speciality, and Damura has been frying up perfection since 1929. Walk into any of their bustling branches and you'll see the rules right there on the wall. No double dipping. Your skewers get one plunge into the communal sauce pot, and that's it. The menu covers everything from the classics like pork, chicken, and prawn, to the quirkier things like quail's eggs, cheese, and lotus root, and sometimes even mochi. Each skewer comes up piping hot, perfectly crispy, and just begging for that tangy, umami-packed dipping sauce. And there's a little secret weapon, their squeeze bottle soy sauce, that is equally addictive over the fried skewers or even on your cabbage salad. Daruma's mascot is a grumpy-faced chef that is almost as famous as the food itself. It's blasted across the menus, signs, and even the souvenir goods. A fun reminder that while the food is playful, the frying here is serious business. After eating my way through all of these incredible spots, narrowing it down to 3 favorites was like trying to pick a favorite child. Impossible. But here we go. Okay, in 3rd place, CoCo Ichiban. The customization, the spice, and the endless options. It's my ultimate comfort food. Rainy day or not, there's nothing quite like a steaming bowl of Japanese curry, tailored exactly to your tastes. In 2nd place, Yoshinoya. Fast, filling, and timeless. This beef bowl has been part of Japanese dining culture for over a century. It's affordable, it's everywhere, and for most Japanese, it's a taste of home. And in 1st place, it had to be Kushikatsu Damura. Crunchy skewers with that famous no double dip sauce and nearly a century of Osaka tradition. It's more than a meal. It's an experience of Japan's street food soul. So, which of these would you try first? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the exploration of Japan's local eats with me, hit that like button, subscribe, and also don't miss out on our next adventure. Cheers.